Today, the Juniper Street Project in Atlanta is just about complete. The years-long project aims to make the busy stretch of Midtown safer for cyclists, drivers, and even those of us who like to walk.
Atlanta News First, Sarah Hammond is live from the intersection of 10th Street and Juniper. So, Sarah, this is a project many have been waiting to see come to fruition.
It is. You know, they broke ground on this 12-block area of Midtown here in mid-2023. But even before that, they were drawing plans and doing community surveys. And the city says that people were overwhelmingly asking for more walkability, accessibility, and safety over here in this area. And, you know, in the last 5 years, there have been about 620 crashes here on Juniper Street involving drivers, pedestrians, and cyclists. 2 of them were fatal. Now, this very busy area of Midtown has added street parking, a bike lane separated by barriers, widened sidewalks, and high visibility crosswalks. Now, the project is almost finished with just a couple of months of finishing touches left to do. And newly appointed city councilwoman and longtime accessibility advocate Cardin Wyckoff says she's happy to see the city prioritizing other modes of transportation.
As it does ultimately improve accessibility, and for me that is personal. It improves people to get to work, to play, to the park. Juniper Street is at the core of Midtown.
Now, the Atlanta Department of Transportation says AI technology is also helping alleviate congestion and allowing people time to actually cross the street. We're going to tell you a lot more about that coming up on Atlanta News First at 3. For now, live here in Midtown, Sarah Hammond for Atlanta News First.